Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, we all know that Harry Maguire has come under a lot of scrutiny over the years, Peter. But
Up for a header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
McTominay, nicely weighted ball. Vlahovic! Oh, there's a probing ball. That has been slung wide. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Granit Xhaka. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Royce. And here's Vlahovic. Vlahovic takes control of it and he's on the move. So it is still 0-0. Bowen. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Substitution on the field, number 14.
And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation.
Coming on the field
Vlahovic, ready to try one.
number 21.
Vlahovic!
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Gonzalez. He's had it taken off him. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Gonzalez! It's loose and... Oh, what has happened here? Nice control. Morata. And Bowen. Some good work on the right flank here. Idrissa Gueye. Bruno Fernandes. Tierney gets over and intercepts. Oh, can he get onto this? Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, good-looking ball. Bowen. Royce. Now it's Lukaku. Oh, sweet feet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he has been fouled there. Konyaspor are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Antonio Silva. Idrissa Gueye. And it's Lukaku. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Idrissa Gueye. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Lukaku. Little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Antonio Silva promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Morata. That's good running with the ball.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Granit Xhaka. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gonzalez. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. That's very neat. And it's Xhaka. It's Xhaka!
Added time.
Has a look and plays it forward. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair,
Just a quick
0-0
request
at
today
the break.
for everybody to please kindly
At times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Tierney must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
Vlahovic. Konyaspor do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change. Vasco da Gama have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Rice! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Played towards the other side. And that's put paid to a promising move. Bowen. Now it's Lukaku. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. No, that's been intercepted. Royce. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Vasco da Gama are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Lucas Vazquez. Lucas Vazquez ploughing through the middle. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, good determined running there, but run back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Fran Garcia did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he gets rid in a hurry. Idrissa Gueye. That's That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
Vlahovic with a real chance here.
Number 8, Bruno Fernandes. Number 33, Calafiori. Coming on the
Right!
field.
Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Bernardo Silva, he's through here. It's Lukaku! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! A finish of true class! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side...
Oh, he's been caught napping. Maguire gathers from the goal kick. Played back in. Can he put it away? Goal! Vasco da Gama! And they've got their lead back.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Vasco da Gama go into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Chance to finish. Oh, that's a waste.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Driving on and making good progress.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Fran Garcia cuts it out.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There will be 3 minutes
That
added
defending is
time.
unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, Red, nice interception. And they've got Red. And there goes the final whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Konyaspor really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, they were up against it, but these players can take heart from what was a worthy response. There was no sign at any stage of the towel being thrown in. So positives can be taken, Peter, even in defeat.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.